This morning and extreme cold conditions have ended. A cold weather advisory may be issued for portions of our area tonight, with another night of well below normal temperatures expected.
Hey, this is Wes Fryer, and I want to quickly share a new idea that I have for my Home Assistant and a ZigBee device. So one of the things that I have been doing for a while is experimenting with a DIY sort of privacy focused and also grid resilient smart home system. And if you're not familiar with the Home Assistant, I'll put a link in the description and you can check it out. I've been, creating and managing our smart home here for a while. And in addition to discovering that you don't have to be reliant upon Google as we primarily have used in the past, or Amazon, but you can, create your own. And then the system can actually even work when the power is out. I've also discovered these different ways of connecting things. And this is using a technology called ZigBee. Instead of just using Wi-Fi, you can use Matter, and what's the other one besides ZigBee? I haven't said this for a while, but anyway, ZigBee's the one. It's low power. It creates a mesh network among the different devices that you have. Right now, I just have a couple devices. But anyway, I thought, hey, this would be kind of cool. After this last ice storm, I realized, shoot, I don't have a battery-operated weather radio. I really should have one. And so I got one, but now I've just had the thought today, I could set up one of my ZigBee smart plugs so I could say, and I'm using Google as my trigger word, but I can actually activate this without using Google or without using the internet. I can just use it on my smart network, my smart assistant app. Hey Google, turn on the weather radio. All right, so I'm going to show how I'm going to basically set this plug up right now. So the first thing I'm going to actually do is I'm going to plug this into the wall. I guess I should show this. All right, so I'm going to unplug the weather radio here, and I'm going to plug in my smart plug, and then I'm going to turn it on, and it should enter pairing mode. And let me flip over to my app and see if I can add it. My Home Assistant app here, and I'm going to say I want to add a device to my Home Assistant, and I've already added ZigBee, so it's going to search for ZigBee devices. I think I should see something. Oh, look at that. It's automatic. I thought it might see it lit up. It just automatically recognizes it. Oh my gosh, it's ready to use. So now I can say this is weather radio. And then I'm going to choose the area, and I have this in my office. And now it says it's ready to use, and it's initialized. And if I go down here to the office, I have weather radio there. So I can turn it on or off. So now, to demonstrate, Okay, so I've gone ahead and turned it on, and I have it plugged in, but it's turned off. So now let's give this a shot. Hey Google, turn on the weather radio.
Hey. Richmond, Sampson, Scotland, Stanley, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, and Wilson. Winter weather advisory will expire at 10 a.m. this morning.
Hey Google, turn off the weather radio. All right, so that is really cool. And it's so amazing. Like, I literally just set that up. I already have my Home Assistant in place, right? I have my ZigBee adapter, and I've already added some ZigBee light bulbs and some other devices. But once I have those set up, literally you just saw how fast it was to set up. And that is so cool. Now, the reason it's working not only through my app, which again is resilient, and I can do that even if the power is out. Well, I have to have power. I have backup power, I guess. But if the internet is out, I can still do that. It doesn't rely on the Google Cloud. But I am paying a small amount. It's like less than $5 a month or something. I think it's called Nabu Casa, and it is the integration with Google. So I don't yet have a smart speaker that is just local only and doesn't rely on the Google Cloud, I'm still using Google as my smart speaker solution. But this is really cool to be able to add so quickly, to be able to have this operate locally, be integrated in with my smart speakers. That's awesome. That's really cool. So anyway, you can check out more resources related to this on my Communitarian Prepper website, which you can find at comprep.wesfryer.com. Actually, having a resilient smart home is more than just emergency preparation. It also has to do with like privacy and concern over the surveillance state, things like that. But I've been sharing some of that stuff into my Communitarian Prepper channel, and I think I'll probably put this on my main Wes Fryer channel, but you can check that out if you're interested. All right, good luck to you. Let me know if you're using Home Assistant and what kinds of integrations and things you're doing, and if you have any questions, you can put those in the comments.